All right, welcome to O Beer. This is O Deer's first foray at a bit of a beer review here, and yeah, we're rolling with the puns. I know you're probably sick of them, but I'm not. So you're gonna have to put up with it for a little while longer. Thanks again to Door Tender, delivered us all four of us beer again tonight to record this episode. You know what, Door Tender has been great to us already. Make sure you use them. Use that code ODEER. That's one word, OHDEER, for $5 off your next order if you haven't. And you know what, guys, we decided for the first one of this first review. For us, a natural fit. We're always going to choose an Alberta craft brewery, highlight all the great breweries in our province. For this one, though, we're going with a brewery that is fairly new in Red Deer, has been great to us so far. So we're all going with Sawback tonight. And I don't know, like I said, we've never done this before. We are far from connoisseurs. Dustin's drank a lot of beer. I don't know if he ever, remembers what any of them taste like or not. But start with, because we're really good at communicating, Dustin and Lund, you guys ended up with the same beer. So what are you guys going for? And well, hey, tell us what it's like.
So me and Dustin both got the Sawback East Coast style pale ale. So I'm not a big beer drinker, but this beer is pretty good. I don't know. I've never been to the East Coast, but I assume it's got hints of Atlantic Canada in it. Dustin, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm digging it. I haven't really tried too many beers from Sawback besides their passion fruit sour and the hazy blonde. And it's the first time I tried the East Coast, and really easy drinking for guys or girls that have been stuck on the Coors Light or Bud Light train their whole life, kind of like I was. So easy to get into craft beer with this one.
Yeah, I feel like you could drink quite a few more of these than the hazy blonde. It's not as heavy, which is good if you're wanting to do stuff when you can actually go out and do stuff again.
So I didn't go with that one just to be different, but I'm definitely going to give it a try because you basically described like the perfect craft beer to me. But Kevin, now that Lund has absolutely trashed it to the ground, but not really at all because we all love it, why don't you build up the hazy blonde a bit, which we found out is right now your favorite beer?
Sure. Yeah, it's easy drinking. I would say it's crushable. Definitely one of the few craft beers that I can have more than a few of and still feel good, and not have a nasty hangover as craft beer tends to give you if you drink too many. So, I like to think that I've matured a little bit over the last year or so. I used to try and just drink craft beers all night, and the next day you don't feel so good. So I've been trying to cut back, which just means that the few I do drink each night, I pick more carefully. So this is definitely a staple in my fridge.
I don't want to crush your hopes and dreams, but I think feeling bad the next day is a side effect of most, if not all adult beverages. So, but hey, if you get the ones though that do hit you not as hard, I think that's good. And while we're talking about hazy blonde, another shout out to Sawback, because again, our golf tournament, the Chubs, which we're going to give people a break from talking about that because they're going to hear about it more and more. But every year, Sawback actually does a custom label for us. So last year they did the Champions beer. It's pretty cool. Out West Graphics actually makes the label for us. Sawback puts it on for us. So again, just to show you why, we like to support these local breweries. They're big parts of the community. They do cool stuff like this. And that'll lead into my beer. I don't know if, I don't think any of you three guys have had this. It's a limited release too, Irish Red Ale. Basically, I know Dustin does not like Irish coffees, but maybe he'll like this Irish Red Ale. And I'd like to tell you what I'm getting notes of, but I don't know.
When you tell us, can you do it in an Irish accent?
Oh, man, I'd offend everybody if I tried to do an Irish accent.
I don't think we have any listeners in Ireland, so I'm sure it's okay.
Oh, I don't know. I got some family on the East Coast though that are close enough. Plus, I just don't want to. But really, it's a. I can't. But no, it's really good. And if I want to read the label, I can definitely taste the water and the barley, the wheat and the oats in this one. But in all seriousness, really good beer. I've actually always been, I'm not a huge beer guy anymore, tried to cut back, but there's a time, especially when the craft beer craze really started a couple of years ago, drank a lot of reds and yeah, this is right up there. And Sawback has a lot of good beer, but one of my favorites. So definitely recommend.
The guys at Sawback have just been so awesome to us in our golf tournament. And I've drinking far too many hazy blonde ales. And if you haven't got out to Sawback, they have a beautiful brewery, nice, comfortable chairs, and a beautiful patio that they sometimes bring some food trucks to. So if you haven't got out there, make sure you do that soon. I guess when it opens back up.
Yeah, I was going to say Sawback, just like all the other breweries around town, are still open for off sales. You can go in, pick up any of these three. They have a lot of great beer. This is just three of them. We thought instead of all of us doing the same one, people like different things out of the beer. Maybe next time we'll throw a dark beer in the mix too. But props again to Door Tender. This actually was their idea too. I'll give them the credit where credit is due. They saw another opportunity to highlight all the Alberta breweries and the great people that run them. So this was our very first, and I guess we'll see how it goes. Could be our last, but at the very least, it's our first edition of O Beer. And again, Sawback, they got a lot of different kinds available on Door Tender. So again, use that O Deer code, get $5 off, and yeah, make your next 4-pack of Tall Boys Sawback.
I agree.
Oh dear.